That's better. Okay. The audio is working this time, so, okay. This time for real, and maybe it won't crash so much. So, yeah. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to Chibi-Zel Plays. I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties. Things got interesting, but here we are at the bottom of the sea again, which it's okay, I'm not mad. Actually, let's see. So, that's not what I want to do. What on earth am I doing? I don't remember. That's okay. I'm gonna make it up as I go along. Yeah. Okay, so the video is of dubious quality, but I worked very hard on it. So here's a sort of brief summary of things of dubious quality. That's not properly centered at all. Why isn't it properly centered? Well, that sucked. That wasn't supposed to do it at all. Like that. So, okay. Removing that one. Yes. Please don't. Hi, baby. Good boy. Please don't jump on that. I love you. So, forgetting, about all those videos that I worked so very hard on so it could be a complete and total frickin' failure. Yeah. If you remember the intro legend for this, it mentioned that the hero was defeated Ganon, then disappeared, and the world was in danger again, and there was no hero to help. He was just gone because Zelda sent him back in time, and he went to a different timeline. It branched, so Link wasn't there. So they had to come up with something else. So they made a wish on the Triforce to keep Hyrule away from Ganon. Well, it's, yeah, they're playing keep away, alright. Boy, they went a bit far. So, their prayer was answered by sealing Hyrule away at the bottom of the sea. All of those islands that we've been visiting are the tips of mountaintops. And, yeah. So, this is Hyrule Castle. There's so much lore to unpack here. Gosh, I love this sequence so freaking much! And I'm so frustrated that none of my extra stuff is working right. Let's see. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's the Hylian shield, or sort of a Wind Waker variation on it. Oh, that's right. Entrance to the basement. Shape of the heraldry. And if that wasn't obvious enough, they've got a really pale Triforce right there on the floor next to me. Just in case it was too subtle. But I want to look at the architecture. Is he center parted? No, he's side parted. Actually, yeah, just like this Link. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's this Link's costume. I mean, that would have to be a statue of Ocarina Link. Well, clearly because this Link hadn't been born at the time that Hyrule sank, but that's really interesting. I think it's interesting, because I'm that kind of nerd. Oh, come. So we just push these blocks around. They pivot, so if you pull here, that's different than pulling the other side there. So you have to keep the rotation in mind every time you do that. I'm doing this the longest frickin' way. Good job, me. And because it's fun, I'm gonna trap myself in the middle. Yay! Shiny! So, I want to go exploring first, because this is just neat! Okay? I'm the kind of nerd that thinks that this is amazingly cool. So, yeah. Everything's sealed away, it's all just frozen. Like, the colors are muted, the flags are all... Hee! Yeah, you can attack that all day if you want to and nothing happens. I have. Hey, little buddy. Do you want to join? Come on. Good boy. Nope, he's feeling a bit shy. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Good boy. This is Assam. He's usually way too shy to visit. He much prefers hiding to coming out. So this is really neat. He gets to see my timid cat. Good boy. Oh, you are a good boy. Look at you saying hi to everyone. Good boy. Oh, thank you for putting your butt in my face. That's delightful. Good boy. Go ahead, settle down. You're a good boy. Settle down. Good boy. Hey, kitty cam. My two cats, Assam and Chai, are both rescues. Assam is a type of black tea, which I thought would be appropriate for a little black cat. Yes, you are. Purrs. Oh, you're such a good boy. Okay. The blade of evil's bane. The only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Oh, that's lovely. Thumbnail. You done? I'll stop. I'll stop bothering you. You're a good boy. Good boy. Oh, are you snuggling because I locked Chai up and you're able to snuggle? Is that what this is? I should lock Chai up more so that you can do things like get your fur in my lipstick. Oh my goodness, you. You got the Master Sword. And that, a little bit of music, that's been the musical theme for pulling the Master Sword since its first appearance in Link to the Past. So that played in Link to the Past, in Ocarina of Time, in this game. And at that point, those were the only three games that had the Master Sword in it. Since then, it's always played. That's just pulling the Master Sword's musical theme. Good boy. So, the Master Sword, among other things, is I know it's stated in Hyrule Warriors, but that was not exactly core canon. But it's often used as a lock, or the seal, the knot of the thing that's tied up. So, indeed. Okay. So, here we have stained glass of all the sages. So, I'm gonna need my hand, little buddy. I am going to need my hand. You are absolutely delightful, but I'm going to need my other... Actually, I'm not entirely sure where, not entirely sure where my mouse has gotten off to. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's more options down here. Okay. Remove that. That sucked. Why is this being stupid? I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Link, don't do that. So, the first one we have is just a picture of the Triforce. Oh, bye, buddy. Good boy. Let's go to window. No. Don't do that. What? I really apologize, everyone. In the meantime, enjoy the music. Just like the pulling the Master Sword theme, this is the Hyrule Castle music. Ah, there it is. So, that's the 6 sages that sealed Ganon away in the evil realm. So, oh, somebody said hi while I was busy. Hello, the Green Flames. That you probably said hi a while ago while I was busy being a spaz. But, hello, welcome. Okay, transitioning back again. Yay! So, that was at the end of Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Gosh, I love this game. So... Ack. I meant to do that. These... Let's see, I was in the middle of rambling about sages. Yes. So, all 6 of the sages are captured in the stained glass here. But this is actually not the first time that we've seen these names, and the Adult Link branch is actually not the only branch that remembers the sages' names. So let's go over here real fast. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. I just had it. Image. The first time that we hear the sages mentioned is where is it? Oh goodness. Oh. Well, I have a lot of World of Warcraft screenshots. Boy, I need to go through that. But I don't know where, the thing I'm looking for is. We first see the sages mentioned. Is it this one? Ah, yes. We first see them mentioned in Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. The town names. So, here is Rauru. There's Ruto. Wait, I'm pointing with my mouse. You can't see my cursor. Oh well. But all of the sages, the first time that we see their names mentioned here, this is at the end of the Downfall timeline, the one where Link died during Ocarina of Time. So, here we go. Yes. At that time, I don't think that they'd actually planned far enough for all of them to be... Oh, I'm alone. All of them to have different... Gosh, I wonder if I'm boring to everyone who isn't me. Imp is cool. Imp is really cool. Now, if I'm just doing this for myself, all alone in here, entertaining myself, means I'm going to play with whatever I want to. So there. Aha! It's working right this time. So, the story that we see during the opening of this game is the ending of the previous game. well, not previous. There was Majora's Mask and the 2 Oracle games in between them, but eh. At least I got switching back and forth to work. So, Naboru, I wonder why. With the, this is actually the second version of the Gerudo symbol. In the original version 1.0, it was a moon and star design that was a little bit too close to a real-world religious symbol. This is actually not the first time that they've had a real-world religious symbol pop up. The very first game, Link's shield had a cross on it based off of the Crusaders and ancient knights. I say ancient, I mean medieval. But, so they'd originally just patterned him off of some of the shields that they had seen in museums and stuff. And a lot of those had Christian imagery on them because it was the Crusades and they were going and conquering far-off lands in the name of, yay, Christianity. So that's how, in the very first 2 games, Link's shield had a cross on it. It was not actually intended to imply that that our real religions happen in Hyrule. Hyrule has its own completely separate religions. Let's see. So when they realized that the pretty little moon and star design they had used for the Gerudo was actually the symbol for Islam, they were like, no, 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 no real world stuff. Some people mistakenly think that it was because of a scandal and they caved to pressure from offended parties and all that stuff, but really it's just, let's maintain the line between fantasy and real world, which we're playing fantasy to get away from. So they wanted to make sure there wasn't too much leak. Although it is very, very Shinto. But if you're so constantly immersed in it, it's easy to not really see. I need to do more research on Shinto. Anyways, Sheikah and the Sheikah Eye. This is, oh, that's interesting. That's a variation on the Sheikah Eye. Usually it has a series of triangles on the top. This one has some swirlies on the side. Actually, that looks more like Aghanim's eye. Aghanim was the priest in Link to the Past who actually pulled off the coup, killed the king. Here is Darunia. Yay, Gorons. We see actually 3 Gorons still around in Wind Waker. We've got Saria, the little Kokiri symbol that we remember from the Forbidden Forest. There's And for the Hylians, we have the crest of the royal family. Some people call it the Phoenix, some people call it the Thunderbird, some people call it the Firebird, and some people have said that it's actually a reference back to the loft wings that they flew, which it could be a lot of things. Zora's sapphire, similar to Nehru's symbol, but actually that one is not angular at all, so that's very similar to Nehru's symbol, but Nehru's has circles, that one's just empty. So now we're gonna go fight things, because it broke the seal, keeping this frozen away. So ah! Oh, hi! I think it sees me. Alright. I want to steal their stuff. Ow! Ha! Oopsie. Ah, I love that you actually see the necklace come off of them. That's a great little detail. Well, that answers that. You cannot shoot them in the back of the armor and have it actually work. Which is too bad. I know it won't work with him in the armor, but I wanted his attention. Ow! I knew he was there. Oh, hi. Come on. Oh, fudge. That's better. And the shiny balls will stick around. They won't expire until you're ready to pick them up. So I usually just leave them until I've killed everything. Yeah. That worked. So if he has a helmet on, you can't get his belt. But if he doesn't have a helmet on, you can get his belt. That makes sense. Well, got off to sort of a rough start, but yeah, over here. Dude. Dummy. Excellent, only one. They're easier to handle. 'cause I'm lazy. Come on, buddy. Yay! Okay. The rest of the monsters are upstairs, so I'm gonna go ahead and whack these. Woo! Give me the arrows! Yay! Oh, ha! I knew it was down there. Excellent. And I'm picking up plenty of belts, which, yeah, I'm at 7. If you remember, what was this name? Oceans? No, not Ocean. Our sword teacher from Outset, he wanted us to pick up 10, so... So we're doing that. Okay, now we've got 8. Ooh! I bet I can get 10 by the end of this, because I think there's 2 more upstairs. Yes! Okay. Hi. Okay, give me your belt. Gimme. I got the belt. Yes! I am at 9. Woohoo! If I remember correctly, are they called Iron Knuckles or Dark Nuts in this game? I think they're Dark Nuts. Oh, hey buddy. Kitty Cam. Hi. Hello. Hi. You gonna help me play? Oh, you're a good boy. Yeah, you are. You're such a good boy. I have to fight the moblin now. It's a good boy. Bye. He's my little sweetheart, darling. You gonna help me play? You're a good boy. Alright. So So I think I've killed all of them. I think. Unless there's one more wandering around that I'm just being dumb. Yeah, he's just lying here crying forward. Because he's a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Oh. Nope. There's still one more somewhere. I have not gotten all of them. What a good boy. I've been everywhere. Do you know where the last monster is, buddy? Good boy. Oh no, did YouTube crash? I hope not. I don't want to deal with it crashing. Oh, is it back here? Yes! There! There it goes. Yay! Whew. So, before we leave, I want to point out something interesting. Usually, Link and Zelda will reincarnate as themselves. Ganondorf, well, half the time it's the same Ganondorf. He doesn't reincarnate at all because it's just him. But in this case, these guys look a bit familiar. Glasses guy. Under eye bags. Our little swabby. Well, no, we're his swabby, but and then let's just go take a look at the king. Well, clearly that's the wrong angle. Okay. I need both hands, buddy. Can I have my hand? I need my hand. Love you. The king. Okay. Oh, and this time I'm going to save so that we don't do it again. Though I think YouTube has seriously crashed. But it's okay, because I'm having some cuddle times, so this is good. I'm okay. Good boy, good boy. Aww. And here we see the courtyard, awake and alive and in color. The fountains that had been frozen are back. The water is its usual watercolor. And... oh, did I stop petting you? I'm so sorry. That was so wrong of me. Good boy. He did not give me permission to stop. This little private water garden area is actually really pretty. Unfortunately, that's all you can get to of the castle. They don't actually let you just go running off and exploring the castle, as super awesome as that would be. Gosh, I'd love to just run off. Anyways, so... it's after 8 o'clock Eastern, where I live. I know it wasn't the full hour because of crashiness and technical difficulties, but let's go ahead and call it here for this week. I have saved. I've saved again. And there. So, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, little buddy. So we will pick up here next week, and I don't know why I'm putting it like this. Woo, puppet. So next week we are back at the sailing and exploring and stuff and things and stuff things. The map. We will talk about the map. Hi. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you so much for that tail in my face. Good night, everybody, and I will see you next week. Good night.